The haunted house of Bihac. The town of Bihac, Bosnia, holds its share of secrets, but none so chilling as the derelict house on the outskirts of a neighboring village. For years, rumors swirled of its haunted halls, whispers of cries in the night, and shadows that moved of their own accord. My friends and I, restless and reckless, decided one cold, moonlit evening to test our courage against the legend. Armed with bats and crowbars, we ventured into the unknown. The house loomed before us like a monster from a child's nightmare. Its sagging roof and broken windows seemed to glare down at us in disdain, while graffiti sprawled across the walls in cryptic warnings. The air hung heavy with the scent of damp earth and rot, a nauseating mix that set the hairs on my neck on edge. We stood by the gate, cigarettes glowing like tiny beacons in the oppressive darkness, waiting for some sign of life or death. I was the first to step forward. The iron gate groaned in protest, and as my foot landed on the first step of the porch, the silence shattered. A low creak echoed from within, like a weight shifting on rotting wood. My heart raced, and I turned to my friends, their wide eyes reflecting my unease. "Just the wind," one of them muttered, but his voice betrayed him. Inside, the air was heavier still, a tangible force pressing against our lungs. Dust swirled in the weak beams of our flashlights, painting eerie patterns on the walls. Splitting up seemed logical, or perhaps we just didn't want to show fear. My friend and I crept upstairs, leaving the third member of our group below. The stairs groaned beneath us, each step an accusation. At the top, the hallway stretched into darkness, its walls lined with peeling wallpaper and smeared handprints. We joked nervously, our laughter brittle in the oppressive silence. Then, from nowhere, came the sound, a soft, mournful wail, as if the house itself was crying. "Do you hear that?" my friend whispered, his voice barely audible. I nodded, my throat too dry to speak. The wail grew louder, resolving into the distinct cries of a man and woman. Those seemed to come from an adjacent room, their anguish a crescendo that sent chills down my spine. Unable to bear it, I nudged open the door. The room was empty, save for broken furniture and graffiti, but the cries persisted, louder now, as if the ghosts were right behind us. My flashlight flickered, and I felt a cold breath on my neck. "Run," I managed to croak. We didn't look back. The cries followed us, growing louder and more desperate with every step. By the time we burst into the night air, the sound was deafening. We stumbled into the car, slammed the doors, and tore down the road without a word. That night, none of us slept. The house seemed to linger in our minds, its cries echoing in the corners of our thoughts. We swore to never return, to never speak of that place again. Yet, even now, I feel its shadow, a silent watcher in the dark, waiting for its next victims.